Today I'm be showing you the optimal build for playing the Hunter on Ultimate difficulty. This is a late Morningstar versatile build. Now I'm also going to be showing you how you can tweak this for playing on lower difficulties. So to start off with, we are going to run 2 Morningstars with quick on both of them. The strategy using the Morningstar is 90% of the time when you use it, you're using it to kill the weakest enemy that you can kill. So you're going for like 89 health if you can kill it and you're doing 95 damage. Always go for the enemy that you can kill unless you just run out of moves and you want to use it once to bump up the damage. Next, we're taking heal. And this is only if you're playing on Ultimate 3 or Ultimate 2. Otherwise, you would not use this, and you would go with more offense, and you would take Holy Spark. Now, depending on what difficulty you're playing, you can do Holy Spark on K plus 2 Heroism. I really like that in combination with the Call to Arms, but you could also add in 2 cards as well. Call to Arms is a beast card. The Hunter works with every character. So like the Hunter is the perfect third. Like when you want to play 2 other characters that work well together, throw the Hunter in with them. And not only does he perform well on his own, but he boosts the other 2 perfectly because he's giving them heroism quick. He's giving himself heroism, and he barely uses it. So next we're going to take 2 Holy Bursts. Now, if you're playing on hard, then you're going to need weak. So if you're playing on a difficulty where you're getting downed, and if you're on Ultimate 3 and you go down at all, or even if you don't go down, I would still put weak on because they hit like tanks. Like I don't even know what level you'd have to be at where you can do a hard mission and never go down. It'd have to be crazy high. I can barely do the easies, and once in a while I get lucky on the hards when I'm testing these builds. But weak for hard, and then you can go bleed for moderate. Bleed is pretty versatile. I feel like bleed, once you get the level up high enough, assuming the cap lets you get to a point where you can use bleed, you could probably use bleed on Ultimate 3. I feel like weak is so much better though for Ultimate 3 and 2 right now over bleed with my stats. And if you're playing on like story mode, heroic, low level heroic, and your characters are already like 20 hero level 20s, then you can go for draw cards on kill or gain heroism on kill. This is the one actually that has the increased area of effect. That's the bonus you want to put on this card. It has a pretty good radius. It draws cards for each KO. Turn the circle until you get it positioned optimally, and generally you can get at least a couple KOs when you use it. It's great to knock the blood seeking dudes off a cliff. And if you KO one of them, the entire chain dies. So it really comes in handy with that. And it's not light based, it's not dark based. It's the only non-light card in the deck. So regardless of whether you went light or dark, you can use it. But obviously, if you, I don't know if your balance means anything, but I do have a 200 light balance at the moment. I don't know if you get any bonus for having a 200 dark and using dark cards, but that's why I have in the title, this is a light build. So the passives are going to be reduced threshold. You have to beat the game in order to get that. This is an end game build. And then we have Ivory Collar, so we get a lot more reuses on our Morningstar. The Mastery of the Hunt Ivory Collar combo allows us to get our Morningstar up to at least a couple hundred damage within a couple of rounds, generally by the end of round 2, end of round 3. we got it a couple hundred. And on the harder missions, by the end of them, we're looking at near maximum damage. I've gotten it to maximum damage. Generally, I don't, but I usually get it to right about maximum damage. And the Call of Arms is free, so that counts as one of the two. If you strategically use your cards so you're getting the Morning Star, as many reuses as possible, that's what you want to go for so you can get that damage up. Then you can have your Morning Star hit like a tank at the end. Now, for anything besides the hardest difficulties, throwing in the other one with the quick really helps out, because then you have a third attack that you can use to get the reuses on the Morning Star. But that 3 resist and the overdraw plus the heal, so that's like 4 negates of a hit plus potentially 2 cards. It really makes a difference. They just hit like tanks, so you need to throw a little bit of that in there with the offense, especially since he can use it on anyone, including himself. And that is my best build for the Hunter. If you like it, like, share, comment. It really helps other people find the build as well. I hope that helped.